That's that. That's my fat.
That is a flaw.
Anyways, come. We're live. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I am your boy Narik Chase, and in this video, we are going to be doing another edition of the Break of Debates. Yeah, I got my mic. I just put in. So cool. Mic's finally in. Yes, this will be the end of me. This will be my final episode of Break of Debates, as I will be undoubtedly broken. Anyways, I have with me here Miss Madam B.
Hello.
Wow, that delay, that lag, and that lag, huh? I'm just playing around, guys. What is going on? This is your boy Narik Chase. We are on another edition of Breaking the Debates, and in this time, we are going to be talking about another interesting slasher, gory, what have you, torture porn type series. And this is going to be the 3 movies from the I Spit on Your Grave. Now, I have not seen the original one that came out in the 1970s, and I haven't. There's a remake, right? Or
No.
reboot?
Yes, it's. I think it's coming up, but not yet.
Okay, well, all right. But regardless if there's another one, a 4th one, or a 5th one that's supposed to be coming out or whatnot, have not seen it. So we're just going to talk about the remake with the original chick. From the first one, the second one, and the third one, of course. All right, then, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. This is some nasty ass. This is a nasty ass series.
It is. It is. And all of that was unnecessary, I think.
Now, for those who don't know what the whole idea behind I Spit on Your Grave is basically these women end up getting put in these positions where these unruly men end up raping them and beating them and taking advantage of them, and then the woman overcomes all that adversity or whatever
Very quickly.
Yes, and actually gets her revenge on them. Now, honestly, the title does not really fit the movie. I mean, what does that I Spit on Your Grave? What they got to do with somebody's grave?
I think maybe they meant in another context. I don't know.
I mean, it's a cool title, but I really don't think it actually fits the series.
That's why I hadn't watched it, because I thought it was like a really, really scary horror movie, and I was like, no. I kept putting it off, and then I just said, okay, well, that just, whew.
I think they should have named it The Get Back. I understand that, The Get Back.
Get back at him.
Get back at you. So, yeah. But what are your initial thoughts of this? I mean, yes, it's gross and it's nasty and a bit over the top. But
I mean, you just said it. That was like really my thoughts. It was gross, over the top. The women, they were just doing some ungodly things. Like it shouldn't have had been done.
Like, the whole concept is an interesting one, but it's still stupid, because you got these women get put in these positions, and instead of going to the authorities or something, and it's not like they're like isolated or something, like they can't, but they just keep getting put in like the one.
All right, let's fucking speaking of the first one.
Okay, so about the first I Spit on Your Grave. This quote-unquote novelist.
You are eating.
I'm sorry, I'm eating some taco salad. This shit's busting. So if you hear me garble a little bit, that means
Anyway.
There's this quote-unquote novelist that goes into this backwater woods place, and she gets gang raped, and it's stupid what happens.
She goes there for some like peace and quiet so she can finish her book. And she meet these dudes at a gas station, and I think she thought, they were flirting with her. She kind of, did the little wink and the eye back, so that got them all amorous. So they snuck onto the where she was at, and this is really what they made her do. Was just
the whole idea is kind of stupid. Because remember, there's one point in the movie when I said stuff started kind of happening, she just could have gotten in a car and left. And what happened to her cell phone?
She dropped it in the toilet.
Oh yeah, in the
remember?
toilet. That was dumb. That was like that didn't make any sense. Another thing I didn't understand was
It's this swallow first.
yeah. Sorry. Another thing I didn't understand was why the hell did she go there? Of all the places she could have went, she could have went to a good, well-known place with security and stuff.
Well, you know that's how all them movies start. Like they're in some remote part of the woods, no neighbors for miles, no stores or anything except when they pass like 30 miles back.
Like I almost remember when we was watching that movie, Don't Blink. They was at that resort.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't go something like that? I'm quite sure they have cabins spaced out to where you can be by yourself. There would have been more people there. That would have made more sense. This woman literally went to this house that was like the only house in the whole town. So that's kind of a red flag right there. Okay. I ain't gonna go to some town that I don't know these people. I don't know what the customs is. I don't know what the law enforcement is. She went to this town,
Louisiana.
And it was like it didn't like you went to a town that's like redneckish.
Yeah, basically.
Backwater kind of stuff. And I'm like, why would you go there of all places? He's like, you could have went anywhere, but why there? Like, if you want to get killed, if you want to come up missing, that's the place you would go. So I didn't really understand her going there. And also, I did not buy the whole her being a novelist. Not in the slightest. I'm like, because I was like, the reason why you're there is because you're a novelist. But it's like, you've done nothing there for us to remotely think you're a novelist. I mean, yeah, you might have got on the computer, but for all we know, you could have been watching porn. Or emailing somebody. But her being a novelist, I don't understand. Now, there's a movie called Hush. The woman was a novelist. She couldn't hear, and she couldn't speak. But in that movie, she's getting stalked by a killer. In that movie, you see how she's a novelist, and how her being a novelist actually plays into how she figures out what to do. Like it was pretty cool. Like one sequence where it's like she was like, "Well, if I go out there, because she's putting the novelist thing on, if I go running, I'm wounded. He's gonna catch me. If I decide I want to hide, and he doesn't find me, I'll bleed out." And she just kept seeing all these different scenarios. I was like, that's fucking awesome. That's what's up.
Okay.
But that never came up in this movie at all. So that was one of the things. And
all right, so how she met the men was first at the gas station, and then one of them just so happened to be, you know how they all stay together, and happened to be a plumber and a little bit off. He fixed her toilet, and she kisses him.
Like, I was like, why'd you kiss him? Like, that was stupid. My thing is, I don't know the motivation for the guys. I was like, what is y'all motivation for doing this? I guess you don't need motivation to rape somebody like that, but I'm like, really, in some movies when that happens, you can kind of understand why the person did it. But these dudes, it was like random. It wasn't like they planned it when she got there to do it.
Right.
They all just like, well, you see her, we gonna get her. They didn't do that. It was like 20-something minutes into the movie, and then this guy gets a kiss on the cheek, and then the guy kind of gets jealous that this retarded guy gets a kiss on the cheek, and he's like, I'm gonna go rape her. I'm like, why? You're like, man, I think these city girls too high on themselves. But I'm like, you didn't even talk to this chick like that, really.
Right.
And then when you spill water on her, when you spill some water on you, somehow when they first met at the gas station, he spilled water on himself.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's like, dude, you was like kind of in her way. It's like, you sit the hell down. So I don't know. Didn't pursue her. You didn't try to talk to her. You didn't do anything for this woman to even remotely put anything off on her being snobbish before you done it. You literally were just out there drinking. Heard that she kissed this guy on the cheek, this retarded dude, and it's obviously she did because he's retarded.
Yeah.
And then you just said she's snobbish. I'm like, okay, no motivation. And it's not like the other guys were like, dude, I don't think this ain't right or something.
Well, I thought at one time that the one who looked like he maybe had some sense, I thought he was gonna say like, no, let's just like leave her alone. I thought that. I'm like, okay, never mind. I was proved wrong.
And that's why I don't like the way they depict. And that's one reason I hate these movies, the way they depict the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to see them do I Spit on Your Grave where some chicks raped a guy. And then he got back. He gave them the get back. That's what I want to see. I Spit on Your Grave for the get back. So I'm like watching this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a bad movie. Mm. I mean, it's interesting. It's strong. I would say that the way like visually, I enjoyed them shots of her naked. I'm sorry, I did. I really did. Now all the other shit that came with that, that was kind of tough for me to watch. Dude sitting here raping her, and then it was kind of, and I got to give it to her. Thumbs up to her for her performance, cause
yeah.
The whole when she's going through the shit is like you feel for her.
Yeah.
I felt for her as an actress. Remember, you had said I don't see how any actor could do this to an actor. I was like,
right.
Damn.
I did say that because it was just standing there.
It was brutal.
Yeah,
brutal.
It was very brutal. It was like, is this really happening? Like, is this a snuff film?
Yeah, and it was like they went ham on her. I'll give her that. Yeah, I had to cut the little fan on. I helped you out. It helped me out too. But yeah, it's a pretty brutal. Nah, the hot sauce ain't getting to. I need more. But I'm like, this movie just got brutal. Now, when it came to the whole like later on when she's quote unquote getting her revenge, because she disappears for a month because they think she's dead. They these 4 guys are fucked over. Turns out
it was a month.
Yeah, it was actually a month. She disappeared for a month when she fell in the water. And which I told you about that part. I don't like how she did that.
The water thing?
Yeah, she like stops, looks at him, spreads her arms, and just falls.
Right, you would have like went right to there and just went for it. You wouldn't have stopped, thought about it, spread your arms, look from left, look to right, then fall.
I would have probably, if it should have been, she should just walk straight off.
Yeah.
Like maybe even just sat there, hesitate for a moment, then walk straight off, or maybe stood the way she did and looked at him and then just fell backwards. But to do all of this, okay, come on now. I thought she was gonna pull a Chris Brown and fly the hell away and everything. So that was like one of the things. And then the whole revenge thing, I still don't understand that because she should have got away. I mean, she got away. She was gone for a month. I'm like, why you just didn't call the cops?
Well, you forgot what the cop did too.
But she was.
But actually, maybe went back home.
Yeah, went somewhere else. And it's obvious she still had like I don't know now because she did jump in that water, so it might have just cleaned her out. But like she could have went and went to some cops. You had a whole month. You could have just left. This whole time you just soaking in and watching them and stuff. I'm like
planning it.
And I can understand if it was like one of those scenarios where she was camping and then these guys did this to her and then they're camping and then she kind of gets at them one by one because they're out in the wilderness.
Did we hold up.
Huh?
That was like, did we see that she was stalking them? They said she was stalking to learn the details of their lives.
Yeah. That was the thing she did the whole month.
Okay. I guess that's how she knew where they was gonna be and stuff like that.
I'm like, I didn't kind of understand that, but I was like, okay, like why would you do that? I'm like, and it'd be different if we knew what type of novel she wrote. Maybe she was writing like a crime thriller or survivor, horror, or something like that, and that's what she got the idea from. But then again, like I said, even though she's a novelist, the movie doesn't support it. Not in the least.
Okay, so what about the dudes? You said your thoughts on Jennifer, I guess, but what about the dudes?
All of them were poorly written. I was like, they literally wrote these guys to be just trash. Like the trash of the trash. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. None. The only one that might have something had to probably been a retarded guy but that's because he didn't want to do it, and then he actually felt regret.
Yeah.
The other guys didn't. I mean, like, it would have been different if they, like, because the movie doesn't even establish if they've done this before. I don't think. Nope. I think it kind of did. I think it kind of tinkered on like they may have done it before because what the sheriff guy had said and how their relationship kind of was. It's like, well, maybe they did this before.
Yeah, because he just came right up in there and just like went to work. The sheriff did. So
I'm like, okay, but you could give us a little context. What are these guys like? The only one that had anything going on in their life pretty much was the cop. And even then, you really didn't actually. You got to see a little bit of his, relationship with his family and stuff. But he's still kind of a piece of crap, so you don't really care about him.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have given more context to his family, so when all of this stuff is kind of going on, you're like, he's got such a good family. Why would you do this? How would this?
I didn't understand why she was with him.
Yeah.
Or why would he want to do that? She wasn't ugly. His wife was not ugly, okay.
And I even said, I think she was more attractive than the girl was.
Yeah, she was. I could understand that she was soaking around the house all frumpy, and then he just trying to get it elsewhere by doing that. But no, then she was pregnant.
Yeah, so that was pretty. Yeah, the guys were just pieces of crap all around.
And the fact that they were videotaping it.
But it was like, and even the movie. It was like, why would they videotaping it? They don't even answer that question.
Right.
So it's like, what was the point of that happening? They didn't ever say that this been done before or anything.
That they had tapes and all that. No.
So it's like, I don't know, man. Like I said, this is straight. And let's just go ahead and get to the part of everyone.
The
killings and stuff. They're pretty damn brutal. And again, I don't understand how this chick came up with the way she did everything.
Right, unless that was the novelist coming out of her.
But then again, it doesn't really it felt like we was watching the first half of it felt like I Spit on Your Grave. The other half felt like Saw. Cause she tortured them and stuff.
Yeah.
But probably the best kill scene to me is probably the guy with the acid. That was hilarious.
I don't know. What about what she did to the sheriff with the shotgun? That was just...
That was too much.
It was too much. It was too nasty.
Yeah. It got to the point where it's like, okay. And then remember I told you, it doesn't make sense for her to be... Remember when she had the guy over the tub and she was like, why did you do this and all that?
With the lime.
And I was like, why are you asking him that? He did it. That's the point. So why are you sitting here?
Lie.
Yeah, and it was like she was like torturing him. I'm like, I don't know. Like, no, you don't need to torture him. If you're gonna do it, kill him. Just get it over with. This is my revenge. Kill. Not. Why did you do this? Why did you do? Tell me. Tell me why you did this to me. I'm like, just kill him. What the hell are you doing?
And then the dude with the crows and his eyes and.
That was
against
stupid.
The tree.
That was. I ain't gonna lie. Them eyelids being up was funny as shit. That motherfucker looked ridiculous. Now, how he died? How did he die? I mean, I guess the crows.
Yeah, the crows pecked out through his brain. Yeah.
But you could peck some. You could take somebody's eyes.
They pecked it all the way through, to his brain.
You don't really see that. Are you?
Well, he was dead.
Let me see. What does it say here on Wikipedia? See, all it says is pecks his eyes out.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't kill you.
What do you want to go to? IMDb?
Oh, no. They don't got no detailed shit on there like that. But anyway, I mean, the fat guy got his eyes pecked out, but that probably wouldn't kill. That wouldn't kill you. You can get your eyes gouged out, but would he die of shock? Oh! So, that one, I was like, okay, you gotta do a little bit more than that.
Okay.
But the lime one was probably the best one.
Lie.
Whatever. It would have been better if she just threw them all on put out a bunch of tubs like that and then threw their happy ass in all of them, but she didn't do that. But I don't think that the whole her being creative to try to kill him type deal was... I understand that to some extent each kill has something to do with what they did to her.
Right, and that way, and it brings it back to what you said about the novelist. If she did all that, So maybe that could have been brought back to some part of the book she was working on, but it never did establish that of what she was working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could have been like a crime novel or a murder thing, and
a murder mystery.
Yeah, and she thought back to some of the things in her book. I'm like, okay, this is like, but no, it doesn't establish that.
Yeah, it didn't work on that.
All right, so she I'm not gonna say what she did to the sheriff, but
shove a shotgun up his ass.
Okay, and then the mentally ill Matthew got shot in the chest.
Yeah, he triggered it.
Mm-hmm.
Killed them both.
Like, man, no.
Mm-hmm. So, the first movie was alright, but they could have did a little bit better.
Yeah, it didn't. The budget was $2 million. The box office $572,000.
Rightfully so.
$809.
Because actually, instead of giving us decent characters
Mm-hmm.
and a decent story, he went for gore and stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
there's a lot of movies like that though. It's just all gore. They don't have no plot.
Go right quick.
Go
up. Yeah, Miss Sarah Butler, I will give it to you. You actually look decent. Although, for some reason, you're still not like attractive. But anyways. Going to the second movie, I Spit on Your Grave 2, which takes a totally different direction. It's totally different. This time around, we follow a young woman that gets inducted into this, I don't want to say slave trade.
She wanted to be a model, and
they, what is it called when they kidnap women and make them sex slaves?
Trafficking?
Yeah. Yeah. She got inducted into trafficking from these guys that
the Bulgarian brothers, Ivan, Nikolai, and Georgie, and somehow why do they always become infatuated with the women, and they don't look like
they're not. Yeah, they're never really. Okay. She went to this these Russian guys for a modeling gig. Don't know who these guys is. Didn't look them up.
Right.
Didn't do nothing. That
was like alarm, alarm, alarm.
Didn't tell nobody. Like, I mean, she might have said something to somebody, but nobody that actually matters in the movie. So who cares? So one of the guys gets infatuated with her, like you said, but it's like she's like, and she's pretty. Honestly, she's prettier than the other girl, but not enough for somebody to do what he did. He literally goes to this chick's house and rapes her. But I'm like, you're in a modeling gig. There are plenty of chicks out there that's willing to give you some just to take some photos and stuff. So why in the hell did you do this? Now, I want to know, did it make sense for them to have done that? For them to be sex traffickers and stuff like that? Doesn't make sense for them to have done that if they were in America trying to stay under the radar for doing stuff like that in Russia, right? I wouldn't think that made sense. But okay, so they kidnap her, and she wakes up in Russia or somewhere across the seas.
Tied to a pipe, handcuffed to a pipe.
Now this one I kind of do you feel sorry for her more than the first chick? But the first chicks, yeah, they ran a train on us. No, I feel sorry for this girl more.
Yeah, because he said they ran a train. God, really?
No, because what they did to the girl the first movie was messed up.
But she did. The first girl did have a chance to go to the cops or whatever, and
no. This is different because they did it to her longer.
Well, yeah, they did keep her longer in the basement. Mm-hmm. Did she try to escape and she ended right back up in the room.
It was stupid because it's like how that part was written. What didn't make any sense. You go to the cops. The cops have you. You're telling them what happened, and some random woman that nobody knows shows up.
But I swear, the cop knew her. Like he knew what she was gonna do. He didn't try to stop her.
Like that part is like I got scratching my head.
Stupid.
Yeah, that I'm scratching my head on that part. Like, who wrote that? That's not cops. I don't think that's what cops do. They didn't finish a statement. They didn't go investigate.
I'll take it from here.
And
it was like he was scared of her.
I'd be like, well, who the hell are you? I'm the one with the badge. I did just like this. I'm the one with the badge. What you doing up in here? Get out of here. So like that, I didn't understand. I didn't understand that.
She was supposed to be from the rape crisis center. That was just, and took her to. That was like it was messed up, but it was kind of tight because it took her to a house.
At first, I thought it was the same house, but I was like, no,
yeah, it was her house.
Yeah,
she took her to her house. So, yeah, okay, let's get you cleaned up a little bit and something like that.
What didn't make sense to me was she was like, well, let's go down in the basement to get you cleaned up. I'm like, why would you take me to the basement?
Right. And
that room had to been a different one.
She never did see how she came in.
But this one, that wasn't the. I'm still on the fence. Was that the same room? Was that like? Did she literally walk all the way from that lady's house?
Okay, I do get what you're saying. But because how did she get up out of there?
No, I understand how she got out, but I was like, how did she get to the city? I thought that she was in the city when she escaped. But now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm like, didn't she walk through like a field or something? So maybe that was the actual location that she was at.
Okay.
So I'm kind of dicey about that too.
Okay, but that was like some setup though, if that wasn't the same room.
But I'm like, okay, it's got to be the same room then. But the way it kind of, maybe the way it was edited, maybe I wasn't paying attention enough. But it felt like she escaped while she was in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm thinking about it. I think part of it was like, okay, she did get out the basement and she like walked across the field and that's how she got to the city. So I don't know, but like her getting her revenge was like the same thing,
right? And they did her wrong. They put
electrocuted her crotch.
Yeah, that was like messed. So like I said, I don't see how the actors could do this because it's so brutal.
But I don't understand. Look, I can understand you trying to break this girl, but she's actually what you would consider a product at that point. It's messed up, but that's what you would consider as.
Mm-hmm.
You don't damage the product. You don't sit there and do all this crazy stuff to her. I mean, like I said, they're trying to break her. I get it, but it's like, okay, I'm going to electrocute the girl crotch. Who's going to want to electrocute a crotch? I mean, I'm quite sure there's some guys who like electrocuted crotch because the guy that electrocuted don't want the crotch anyway. With his happy ass. So, but they went out their way to like, again, they went out their way to make these people like, look, they're sex traffickers. I get it, but do they all have to be literally like assholes like that?
And just to get that one girl back, because like I said, they were just they had to have her because after she left again, or how they put her in the coffin, and the ground just so happens to be that weak point. It's like, okay, and so she fell out and she went to a church and
she met the preacher, who happens to be one of the few guys in the entire series that was half decent. And then she gets a chance to go to the embassy, but she can't let it go, so
yeah,
she go back
just like the one in the first one.
And instead of raining doom on them by bringing the police on them and potentially saving the lives of other girls that have been sold into sex trafficking and dealing with them, she decides to kill them, kill the main people, which it was like what, 5 people. It was a woman, her husband, the guy that raped her, his brother, and it was another guy. I think. Yeah, it was another guy.
It was 3 guys, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was 3 young cats and the mom and the dad. Okay.
Okay.
I would have to say that the actual man attacking the movie probably was the woman.
Okay, so how were the murders in this one? I mean, well, yeah, the kills.
Again, I don't like the fact that she was like torturing. I don't like that. If you're gonna kill them for what they did. Fine, you get it. But all that, I'm gonna show you how it feels and all that. I'm like,
right. She put his face in a toilet full of shit.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that was gross.
Mm-hmm. If I had these backwater ass clubs, I had to have the shoes bathrooms.
I know, right? Everything else can be clean except for their bathrooms.
I don't understand why. Like, come on, I understand people with shit.
Right, that's just nasty.
Yeah, come on, have some ethics. I just don't give a fuck. But yeah, that was the third guy. One guy, she what? Oh my gosh, it's like she smushed his balls.
Oh yeah, and they popped out.
That shit was gross. And he had fight in him? No, nah. I've been out of it.
Hold up, was that the one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tied him to a table. Oh my god, it just. Oh gosh, that was nasty.
So I'm like, I don't understand it. Like with that, I could kind of get that. Like if she did that to him, kind of like when she did to the other guy in the first one, she cut the dude.
Yeah.
Dig off. Okay, I can understand she did that. Fine. She smushed this guy's balls in this thing. Okay. Fine. I get it, but I'm like, just kill them. Stop with the part where she had the woman in the trunk.
Mhm.
Why was she still like alive? You could that right there should have been a scene where you buried a bitch alive. She's in the trunk. She can't get out. Makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
The dude that she said the brother that raped her, the one that she had strung up on the wall. She was like, you'll never leave, and you're gonna die down here. When she cut this fucker up, and then put shit and bacteria and all this nasty ass crap on his wounds so they get infected. Okay. Fine. But I'm like, you keep coming back to the same area with this fucker in there. It's like, no. If you want this dude to die, to suffer and die like this,
right?
Take it, go, leave him right where he's at. Fuck him. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He stays there. Nobody knows he's there. That's where he dies at. Nah, but she kept going. Everything had to keep. She kept coming back to the same area. Like she did it like 4 times.
Ooh,
I guess that was her hideout.
And it was just nasty. It was all the graphics and how they get it, that was good because they made them all swole up and wounds just pulsating.
Yeah, that shit was gross.
It was.
I got y'all looking at it. I'm like, man, shoot this fucker in the face. But I'm like, it was just gross. Right up to the fat guy, the old guy, the lady's husband, the one they kept electrocuting. Didn't she electrocute him in the mouth or something?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Hold up, did she?
She did something and it fried him. She electrocuted him. And
yeah, she his genitals with a stun gun. Then put a plumber snake in his mouth.
Oh yeah, and she cut and she let it. Oh yeah, yeah, that was messed up.
She did all of that.
But I don't even understand how she. I don't look. It's just a nasty fucking movie. I mean, I can kind of get it. Like this one, I think feels more like it. It feels more like it should be in the series because situations like that. But the difference is these guys kind of had they had motivation. I mean, it's a fucked up one, but they did. They're sex traffickers. So it's like, okay, that's what they do. That's what they do. And you're right. They should have showed more chicks, but they didn't. But it's like, okay, that's what they do. That's their motivation, money. First guys was like, she's snapping. She's like, nigga, you didn't even talk to her. Like, go shut up. So like. That right there, I think this one actually feels more like an I spit on your grave type thing. And it's one of those that deviates from the formula of the first movie, but actually is not really bad. I mean, yes, it's bad, but I think I could put up with this story a lot better. And what was she? She was something else. She was a model, but she had something. She had some type of skill set.
She was a restaurant waitress. And a receptionist.
No, she was something else. It had something to do with her growing up. I think she was like on a farm or something. yeah, she had some kind of skills that she got when she was growing up, and she mentioned it several times. And I kept trying to compare it to like, okay, you grew up on a farm or something, so it would kind of make sense for you to do the things you're doing.
I know what you're talking about,
but I can't think of what it is.
Well, she was born in Missouri, so growing up on a farm. I do know what you're talking about. I just can't place it.
Yeah, it's like she had some kind of skill set, and I don't remember what the hell it is. I don't.
Anyway, she did all that, and then she finally arrived at the U.S. Embassy, and that was it. Like, okay.
So
you never know. She could have just turned around and went back for more.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and get on the third movie. I Spit on Your Grave 3. Vengeance is Mine. Didn't realize it had a little tagline in it. But it's like, okay. And a tagline. Vengeance is Mine. Now this one.
Vengeance is mine.
This one I didn't like. I understand. I can understand why she got brought back. Because I guess people didn't want to. They didn't want to repeat the same formula, and I guess they liked the story of the first girl.
I mean, she made Jennifer Hill, the actress. She made it look convincing, like the way she carried herself during all of that. Okay, I can see that.
First half of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess people didn't like the direction of the second one, so they were like, okay, bring back the first chick and let's see what she goes to. And it's like, okay, yeah, I like it. The concept is cool, but like the other two films, and some of the execution ain't right, and some of the storytelling ain't right either. Because in this one, she's quote unquote like she might always call her the Black Widow from the Avengers.
Right.
Every time she hears that someone did something to a woman, which it isn't, and it's stupid because it isn't her decision really that where it got started. Okay, there's this other. She goes to this AA group for people that deal with situations like that, where someone got raped or something like that. Yeah,
because she still, hadn't got over her assault. Mm-hmm. So,
which to some extent,
and she didn't get caught.
Which, like, I don't know. I don't even, sometimes, from the way everything plays out in the movie, I don't buy that it's haunting her.
How so?
Because, like, remember, she went back and she killed those 3 guys. I mean, those guys in the first movie.
Yeah.
But, like I said, the movie never showed her dealing with any of that trauma of the whole month that she was out. Mm-hmm. Like, I can understand her dealing with it then, but now, and even when you watch the movie, she's not. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Remember when we was watching the movie Surviving the Game, where Ice-T got brought into the wilderness and those guys started hunting him down? Mm-hmm. Okay, he killed those guys at during that time period when they were hunting him as like a self-defense.
Yeah,
I can understand if she would have killed them like that. But she actually waited a month, then got them. So it's like she had to be in her right mind, not in her right mind, but it's like, okay, now she's dealing with the fallout of it when she's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like in the movie Surviving the Game, you can understand how he would have like PTSD or whatever after he done did everything, because it all happened in a short amount of time. Mm-hmm. But this has been over a longer amount of time. Like, I don't buy that.
And now the third film is still even more time has gone by, and like she still hasn't got over it.
I don't buy it.
So she changed her name, and now she's going to therapy to try to.
Yeah, like I said, if the chick would have had to deal with them guys, with them hunting her in the wilderness or something, and she was slowly killing them off, and then they come out with this movie, I can understand. Mm-hmm. But like after how the movie played out, the first movie is like, no, I don't buy it. I don't buy it in the least. So yeah, you're right. She's
now in this movie, they're making her it's like a like she trying to be a superhero by going
vigilante.
out. Yeah, vigilante by going out and getting those.
But this is how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's already just quote unquote distrustful of dudes, which, like I said, at this point she probably wouldn't be distrustful of dudes, and she's a smart woman. So, I haven't been to that situation, and I'm not saying that this is how it would go, but it's like, if you get into a situation where a guy does that, like something like that to you, would you, like, the question is, would every guy look that way to you? Because it's different, because these guys that was in that first movie weren't like friendly guys from the start. I could probably understand if it was some guy that she was cool with, like she got there, they were really cool, they was hanging out, they was, you know what I'm saying, they got real close, and then he did it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like these guys was like guys or assholes from like the jump.
Right, and she got her revenge, and she still, even after all that time, and then after more time, she still don't trust men. Yeah, it's kind of,
because they're like the black dude that kept trying to ask her, which I think something wrong with the black dude for asking her, because she's clearly crazy. simp ass dude. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying, even him, you can actually see from the movie that he, not saying that the guy's got, like, he's perfect or anything,
mm-hmm.
that he's not a bad guy, he couldn't hurt her, but I'm like, you coming off kind of strong, and I'm like, how long have y'all been working together?
Right.
So why are you kind of
like trying too hard?
Yeah, and it's like he's trying too hard to get at her, and she's trying too hard not to get at. So I was like, but y'all, how long have y'all been working together? Can't you kind of see his personality a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't really understand that. But anyways, guys, there's this other chick at the AA meeting, which thought she was entertaining, and this girl is fucking insane. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this chick. In fact, I do. She's actually boosting up this chick's head to go, like, be a vigilante.
Mm-hmm.
They're going around sitting here messing up dudes and stuff, and just they whooping ass and trespassing and assault. Like, they're doing crazy stuff. And the thing about it is, this chick is doing this because she can't even say no to her dude.
Right. So you're trying to get this girl like, no, men are crap, but she going home to someone who beating on her.
Yeah,
and
so
she
crappy
keep going
dude.
back to him. So
which the movie doesn't flesh out enough.
No, it doesn't.
It's like, so this whole time you're going through this thing. Now now the day before you die, that's when everybody finds out you got a dude that's
right. So when she ended up dead, it was like, okay,
and then they don't even really build up on that storyline.
All she knows is that her so-called friend now is dead, and she's got to get the person who did it.
Which, you know, it's a strong possibility that the dude, her boyfriend or whatever, did it.
Mm-hmm.
But it isn't like an actual, like, guarantee, like we actually know he did it.
Right.
It's implied he did it, but we don't actually know that he did it. And then she just goes and kills the guy. In one of the most brutal ways, actually. She literally, and I kid you not, sucks the guy's penile, stabs it, bites the head off,
Wait a minute,
splits the guy's junk in half, and then twists it. Yeah, I mean.
Okay, you totally lost me. When did that happen? Did I miss that?
Yeah, that's the dude. The dude that she got him out the club, which was her friend's boyfriend or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. She offered to give him some fellatio. She did it. And then she literally she was like, whoop, stab.
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah, I was like, wow. They got graphic on that one.
Yes, they did.
And then what it is it's not that she's seeking vengeance. She's literally going out her way to provoke dudes that she feels has assaulted women and stuff, and who have, to actually attack her so she can kill them in self-defense.
Right.
In quote-unquote
self-defense. She'll go and dress up, flirt with them, like, you know, they talk all night long into the night. Then all of a sudden just do like she did that man.
Mm-hmm. Which she does it to about two guys, I want to say. Mm-hmm. She did it to her friend's boyfriend. She did it to that big dude. Or tried to do it to that big dude. No, she did it to 3 guys. She did it to the friend's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. She did it to the big dude.
Okay, what did they do to that, you know, with the girl's stepfather?
Remember she put that pipe in his ass?
Okay.
And she hammered that shit and they showed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I had blocked that. I'm glad I did. See, I had blocked what you said about the penis too. I blocked all that.
That right there was like they went all out brutal on this. They went all out brutal with this. But the thing about it is,
did you make me remember?
I can't really. I'm not gonna say like I can't get with her on what she was doing. I mean, I understand why she did it, but I can't really like get with her on it. Mm-hmm. Like, if she's supposed to be like the hero of the story or whatever, but like I can't really get behind what she was doing because, okay, the big dude, I felt she set him up. She's actually set these guys up. That was the problem. When the big dude, when she went to go kill the big guy, I was like, have at her, because I was like, you set yourself up, and if it weren't for them cops. Which is bullshit, because how the hell the cops are following this broad this whole fucking time, and him and her have a 5-minute fight, and they don't do nothing. But they happen to show up right when he's about to rape her. Mm-hmm. Which the guy was stupid too, because I'm like, these cops got guns on you, got a knife. Why are you walking at them like that? So and remember I said it. I was like, you put yourself in that situation. You knowingly put yourself in that situation thinking you was Boosie Badass, and he was about to rape her. I said, I ain't got no problem with it, because she did that.
And they were in the alley, right?
Yeah, she did that. It wasn't like the guy followed her and he did it. No, she literally went there and put herself in that position. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, have at her. I don't care. I can't like her character, because she's literally doing this, and it's.
And then she set up that the man in therapy. That was just wrong, because she just
did she do it or did he do it? Because she kind of did set him up, but at the same time he like killed himself on his own. But I'm like, why would he do that?
Because he knew she was doing it.
Okay.
He knew that she was killing all them people. About what happened to when they found that dude's body and all that. And I wouldn't have done it. He could have maybe just turned himself in. He had to kill himself. I did it. Ah!
Walked up in there. I was like, I was like, this dude is going ham. Are you okay, bro? Look, I'm asking some guy, is he okay? He had to slit his down. But okay. So like, okay, and then the dude with the pipe in his ass, like, and I'm more mad that she didn't kill the mom. Because the mom let it happen. The mom is literally sending the daughter to the dad, knowing the dad's doing this and not giving a shit.
Okay, I do remember that girl. Okay.
So I was like, you don't sit there and just kill the dad.
And
kill the mom
after
too.
They threatened him, you know, she came in there, oh, everything's okay now, he's so nice. Then all of a sudden, it's like, it seemed like a day later, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, so what was the point of them doing that?
Right.
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie, the main chick and the friend that's going around whooping guys' asses and stuff, actually whooped this guy's ass and told him, do it again, the shit's gonna pop. And he seemingly stopped. I mean, somebody beat the shit out of me and tell me I'm doing something, and I know I'm doing it, but I ain't gonna admit to it, and they say they know I'm doing it. Now I'm gonna stop. Nope. How you gonna, like, that didn't make any sense.
It didn't.
And they just put that scene in there just so you can watch some guy get a rod rammed up his ass. But I was like, okay. Now on top of that, it was a big ass rod too. That shit was gross. Then she hit her with a damn what's it
Next
called?
time I'm gonna leave it out. Did she leave it out?
I think she did.
Wow.
That was actually that was brutal. And then the entire movie, again, it doesn't seem like the first movie like happened because remember she stalked and killed these guys cold blooded, and then those that gang, she kept running to this one gang. She ran into this gang like 5 times in the entire movie.
Right, like it seemed like.
And they always came up, kept talking to her, pressed up on her something. Like she didn't call the cops and say these guys harassing
Right, and
me.
they never did do anything. They was just every time she walked by the same spot. Like, why do you keep going that way?
She didn't pull a gun out. She didn't have a taser. She didn't do anything smart when it came to them guys. And then, like I said, yeah, they fucked with her, but they didn't like go out. They didn't like do that over the top shit. They just kind of fucked with her and they let her go.
But still.
And even at the end, I said, when it came to that conversation between the main Latino guy and her, I was like, I hope the guy don't get killed, because even though he fucked with her the entire movie, it wasn't like he deserved to die. Now I'm not gonna lie, I had said that I was not attracted to this woman at all in none of these movies. But that one part where she was on her knees and she had that makeup and that red dress on and shit, she was talking about sucking that guy's dick. I was like, that's the only time she's ever been pretty. She was like, come on. I was like, that's kind of hot. But before that, she goes batshit crazy, I guess, because that's when the black guy shows up. She showed up in front of the black guy in that red dress. Again, that's when she looked nice in the red dress. I'll give her that. And then she kind of goes batshit and crazy on him. I was like, please don't kill this black dude. This dude might actually like you. And you just crazy. But it makes me wonder, was she in prison the whole time when she was telling the story?
I didn't like them, you know. It showed a scene, but it didn't really happen. And it showed her when she was walking out of the therapist's office. But so was she walking out of the therapist's office in prison, or was she just walking out? I'm
talking in general. The whole time this movie's playing, she's
sitting on the couch talking to this therapist.
Yeah, and it is like over a course of time, because she does have like different clothes on.
Yeah.
But it's like, was she in prison, or was this actually happening?
I think that when she was talking to a therapist in the beginning, she wasn't. But after, somehow she got caught up.
Yeah, she got caught up because of that cop, that quote unquote cop that was. The cop guy is trying to see. The thing about it is that's cop.
But they was like, okay, it was revealed that Jennifer's personal therapy sessions were part of her mandatory treatment for 2-year sentence for attempted murder.
Okay, so yeah, from the start of the movie, she's already.
But when she was in Orange Jumpers at the end, but she wasn't during the.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That was kind of weird. I don't know.
She then imagines being attacked by 2 inmates who she kills for killing her therapist.
But the therapist was actually cool, and I'm like, so that's what we do now. We just go around.
Okay, so who was the attempted murder?
Well, the guy, that Latino guy.
Okay, really?
Yeah, because she did get him down, and she was about to cut his throat.
She got away with the rest of all that because of lack of evidence. She got away with all the rest of it.
Because I don't know if they know what happened to the father yet, because he was, yeah, she lured that father there by dressing up like kind of like a schoolgirl and asking him for a ride or something like that. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. This guy cannot be that big of a piece of shit. Look, whoever wrote these movies are fucking idiots, especially with the characterization of the damn guys. Like, all the guys are literally misogynistic and just don't give a shit and don't got nothing going on except raping bitches and stuff. And I'm sorry I said the B word, but it's just true. So I'm like, I can't really give her the series. And I guess the only reason you would watch this just for like the whole gore factor.
Yeah, if you don't like a good plot and like gore, go ahead and watch these 3.
I didn't really care 2 shits about
the characters, any of them.
The cop guy, kind of. The priest guy.
Which cop guy?
I want to say the one from the second movie, he was all right. He wasn't really a piece of shit. He was stupid because he let that girl go off the first time. But at least during the movie, you see him. He's still investigating.
Okay.
The priest guy, he was pretty cool. Because he was trying to help the chick. She was just crazy. And then
the therapist lady.
The therapist lady was cool. It wasn't like the therapist lady helped solve anything. But
any of the main cast.
Like any of the dudes, basically, just pieces of shit. And the cop in the third movie wasn't. The cop wasn't that bad either. I just kind of wish he had a little bit more going, because the whole time he's investigating too, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But then it shifts from this investigation to her, and you can understand why everybody would like think it's her, because it's fucking crazy. It's pretty damn obvious. So, anyway, do you think they should? You said they're supposed to be making a fourth movie or a reboot?
Yeah, a reboot of I Spit on Your Grave.
How do you reboot this?
Chick.
How do you reboot something like this? It don't need to be a reboot. Just make it a fourth movie. I don't know. How can you reboot a movie like this? Because is it because of that girl? It's like everybody wants to see this girl come back.
I don't see why.
I mean, she had her time. Give it to somebody else. Let some other actress who wants to get naked in front of the camera and pretend to get raped and stuff. Be in a movie or whatever.
Yeah, I Spit on Your Grave. Deja Vu.
40 years after.
This is 40 years after the 1970s.
The original. Oh yeah, they retconned the other ones. Wait, it's supposed to be the same chick?
Yeah.
No, Jennifer Hill's from the original one. And this is actually like supposed to be 40 years in our time.
Okay, good, okay. That's okay. See, we gotta watch the 1978 original. But yeah. So then we'll be able to, kind of get a thing of what it's going to be about. But
really?
So, what?
Yeah, there you go. I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu sends now successful writer Jennifer Hills hurling back to where it all began to face the wrath of the families of those she murdered. Kidnapped along with her daughter, Scream Queen star Jamie Bernadette. It's a tense game of hunt or be hunted against a lethal gang of degenerates by a violently unhinged matriarch, Maria Olsen. Okay, the only reason I can't really say anything because I have to go back and watch the original. Okay, so maybe I don't like how I don't like retcon and stuff like that because that's stupid. But I guess I'm interested. But I need to actually go. We need to go back and watch the 1978 version. Give us the full assessment of what they should.
It's gonna be another Halloween.
And why in the hell would you wait 40 years?
I guess we'll see.
But anyways, so what are your actual thoughts on at least these the remakes, the reboots?
Well, I kept watching one after the other because I just wanted to see how they go with it. I didn't expect it to be like basically the same thing over and over again, and it was just no plot to it, and just went over the top with some of the things, but I guess all in all,
can be, not for those faint of heart because it's a rough patches with the gore and the violence and stuff because they get brutal in this. I wish the stories are a little bit more interesting, and I wish the characters were better written because I can see potential for this, and there's some themes. The themes that they can touch on this can be done well, but I don't think they did it good enough in these movies because they focused so much. They took everything of substance and put it all into the gore. And when you see this chick get raped, you have to see everything that happens.
Right.
or these guys are doing this stuff and they do it in the most brutal way that they can possibly imagine, you know. So it's kind of it's like a hit or miss for me. A lot of, it's like for half the stuff that's actually decent, the other half is like trash.
Okay, so for this series, what do you give it?
Honestly, based on substance alone, probably like a 2. But if you're going for more of an entertainment value, I give it a 3. So I give it a 3.
Okay, that's good. I'm with that. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, it would be a little bit less because of the a bit more of the writing and the lack of actual good story. But I can't fault it because it does have the practical effects are good. The performances, especially performances, are really good. And it is pretty entertaining despite the high level of just nastiness is going on. But anyways, guys, let us know in the comment section below which one of these films you think is the best, which one you think is the worst, and should we get a sequel to the original one, which is kind of used as a reboot / sequel to the whole series overall. And be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got popping on this channel. And we'll definitely catch you guys later.